Hello and welcome to How to Play Domina 4, a game for 2 players. This game is coming to us from Games and Puzzles Cali. It's a Spanish language channel that I sometimes catch ideas from. He does a lot of woodworking on his games, and so he had wood blocks specifically for this game. I don't do woodworking all that much, and therefore I just use paper. There's several ways to conduct this game. It's a pretty simple abstract game. One that was so simple that when I looked up the Board Game Geek page for it, I said, hey, I could do this. Now phase 1, you're going to be placing tiles on a 5x5 board. You could also just use a pre-printed board, or you can just get a pre-printed board that's blank and get your Crayolas out. Now I'm going to sort the colors one by one because there is a problem. When you do sort, you need to make sure you don't put one next to either orthogonally or diagonally any color that is equal to the one you're placing. Now I did notice that if you do place multiple colors in the same row or column that are the same, it'll make it impossible to finish the board. Therefore there we don't have any legal other play we can make as far as placing chips. Now you're going to be taking turns one at a time doing this, making sure that you don't have a violation when you're placing these tiles. And then once that is completed and you're sure they have no violations, you're going to then take turns placing pawns. So whoever the last player to play a chip will be the second player to go as far as placing a token. So it should just continue in the same turn order you started with. And we're just going to be placing pawns. The object of this game is to get 5 of your pawns on the same color square. And you could only move up, down, left, or right. You cannot move diagonally. So placement on phase 2 is going to be important to make sure you follow your opponent. So yeah, like I was saying, you can only move orthogonally, so that's up or down, left or right. You can't move in the diagonals. And you're going to be taking turns moving with the object to get all 5 of your pieces into the same color. So this ends up becoming a first player to make a mistake loses type game. Some people like that, some people don't. So we're just going to be taking turns one after another. North's going to go, South's going to go, and we're moving one direction. Left, right, up, or down. We cannot move diagonally. We must pay particular mind to the colors majority that our current opponent is occupying. Like right now, silver is occupying 3 blue. He's got 1 in orange, and now he's going to be in 4 blue after that move. So now we know we cannot give up the blue spaces. So it's absolutely pivotal for us to block that other blue space that is over there to make sure that they don't get there. Now we must make a move on our turn. It doesn't necessarily matter which piece we move, but we cannot skip. So we can't strategically skip. We must make a move. And also there's nothing that really says you have to occupy a specific space. You just have to remember that you cannot move diagonally. So right now, there's a dime that's on that green space that's moved to the red. It's going to take 2 moves to get to that blue space. It's going to move back, and maybe they're going to change their mind as far as which color to occupy. The pennies are 1 on green, 2 on green, 3 on green. They had 4 on green, but now the dime is refusing to budge. So it's going to be a back and forth game. Somebody's going to have to do something in order to win. Now we see there's 3 dimes on yellow. So Penny has to look at that very hard. Now we got 4 on yellow, and now North's going to win. Now we have 5 dimes on yellow. So we'll start another game. I say a good idea is to flip one of the coins and call it heads or tails. Heads, North goes. Tails, South goes. If you want to do it that way, it's your choice. So now we've placed everything. The tiles were predetermined. We're just going to see who wins this time. It's just a first to make a mistake type movement game. A very simple concept. Should be ready to go on Board Game Arena if anybody ever wanted to program this abstract. But a very simple game, and one of those games that you already own. You have 55 cents in your house. I think you have a pen and paper, and I hope that you can get crayons of at least 5 different colors. That's what we have. You have 5 different colors. And if you do that, you own this game. So it's pretty cheap, and North wins again. So like always, if you actually want to play an abstract game in public against an opponent that you don't know, otherwise known as a friend you haven't yet met, do come to our subreddit card game meetups. Post your city and a public place within your city. Do call your friends, let them know you'd like to play some abstracts. They might say yes, they might say no. You never know what they're going to say unless you call. Do like and subscribe to these videos if you enjoy them, and do vote in our poll of the month. I want to thank today's musician, and I'll see all of you next video.